Trisha Paytas is not transgender. Now you may be thinking, Roxy, that's a bit far, seeing as you're kind of doubting someone's gender identity as someone who is transgender and would hate it being done to yourself. But I have my reasons. In today's video, I want to talk about the whole situation that has arisen with Trisha Paytas. I want to delve into why I think there's some other underlying issues going on. I also want to talk about the fact that this video could be kind of dangerous. So the video is called I Am Transgender, Female to Male. The first thing I wanted to do was check the tags for this video because the tags can be really quite telling of what the actual main core of the video is. So Trisha has put I'm transgender, okay, coming out, fair enough, male to female, which is not the case at all, Trisha Paytas, obviously, Trisha Life, okay, Blonde Sundol 4MJ, okay, my story, my gender, and non-binary gender. Now, nowhere in there does it say female to male, which is what they're kind of saying is the main thing going on in this video. So that's a little bit weird. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at the statements that they made that lead us to believe that they are transgender. And I'm gonna say right now, there are some serious issues with these statements. Statements that really lead anyone reading this to believe that they're not transgender, but may have another underlying issue, possibly body dysmorphia, or even that they're gender fluid, which I would put my finger on right now. I'm not saying that there is no issue here. I'm saying that they're possibly gender fluid, and you're going to see from this why I think that. So these are quotes from Trisha's video. I'm transgender because I don't like being the center of attention. Unless I want to be the center of attention, I identify more with guys that way. What? What does that have to do with being trans? Like, what? Okay, I'm transgender because I don't like to wear makeup or do my hair in my day-to-day life, unless I'm doing drag. I've always been way more attracted to gay men rather than straight men, which makes me think I'm a gay man. Now, I have female friends who are attracted to gay guys. They like the feminine side of a gay man. That doesn't mean they're transgender. Now the question lies, can men wear a lot of makeup and look incredibly feminine? Yes. I mean, if you look at someone like James Charles, that kind of proves the point. But it doesn't make you transgender. Also, it kind of makes you sound a little bit lazy. Like, oh, today I don't really feel like doing my hair, so I must be transgender. That's not right in any way, shape or form. I'm a gay man because I hate over-masculine energy. I don't like overly masculine men. I don't like the people who are trying to shove it down your throat that they're going to beat you up in 5 seconds. That's not something that I like. But that doesn't make you a gay guy. That doesn't make sense. So far, we haven't seen anything talking about gender dysphoria at all. There's no statement of, every time I look in the mirror, I hate myself. I hate the person I see. That's not mentioned once here. And that's a pretty big issue because that is one of the biggest causes and one of the biggest things behind gender dysphoria and being transgender is that hate of the person that you are currently, and you need to change that. I am a trans man because I feel like my life would have been easier if I had a penis, because my assertiveness would have been respected and I wouldn't seem like a bitch. There are no words. There are literally no words. So what they're leaning towards there is the fact that women aren't as respected as men in quite a lot of different workplaces or situations. And yeah, I completely agree with you. They aren't. And there is no equality in some places. And I think that is a definite issue. Fair enough. Good on you. But that doesn't mean that you need a penis to be able to make a stand. There are plenty of women who have taken a stand against people like that. And to say that life would be easier if you were a man is a really quite ridiculous statement. Make a stand. Make yourself known. I don't understand how this makes you transgender. It doesn't. It just is a look into nowadays life where women aren't treated equally. Still, And that is an issue. I choose to identify myself as a boy. This is the only statement here that kind of leads me to believe that they are trans. Out of everything that's been said so far, that's worrying. I choose to identify as a boy. Fair enough. Okay, fine, great. If you'd said that from the start, we may have been listening to you. You can choose to identify as a boy some days and a girl some days, and that's okay. That's being gender fluid. That is the definition of being gender fluid. It's something that I have personally been struggling with in my own life. I sometimes feel like one day I am a guy still, and there's other days where I feel feminine, and that is the definition of being gender fluid. I really do think that's what's going on here. You're not transgender, you're gender fluid. Now, I just want to make very clear that there has been a statement made by Trisha after this, which says this: "You don't know me, my journey, my struggle, my transition. I've been with a gender identity therapy specialist for the past 6 months, because I hated who I was since I was 3. Why isn't that a bigger topic in the video? Like, why aren't you mentioning that? I know for a fact I felt odd and different when I was younger, but everything up to this point leads me to believe that you're not trans, you're gender fluid, and that's okay, that's fan-bloody-tastic. But when you have a giant audience that you do, and you state that you are transgender, female to male, because of these points, which are all points that don't really make any sense, your younger viewers are going to see that and think, oh, because I'm, let's say, a tomboy, or let's say I don't like straight guys, then I must be transgender, and that's not the case. I've always hated my name, so I think I'm a guy because I like tea better. I hated my original name. Before I even realised I was trans, I hated my original name, and I ended up starting calling myself Jamie because it made me feel better in myself. But I didn't know that I was trans before then. I had no idea, but hating your given name doesn't exactly mean you're transgender. It just may mean that you don't like your name. And this also leads me down the path that you are gender fluid because you want to go for a name that could be taken as either gender. T could be a guy, T could be a girl, you don't know. And that's why I think that was more comfortable for you. I'm trans because I loved having short hair. This is the statement that made me think that this was a joke, if I'm completely honest, because if you look at someone like, I don't know, Sinead O'Connor, if you look at someone like Annie Lennox, hang on a minute, what's that? Jamie Lee Curtis has short hair, that must mean they're transgender. No, that's completely backwards. That makes no sense. You can identify as both genders if you want to. I think they've just literally made the point that they are gender fluid. I literally think that they have just made that point, and I don't know why we need to continue this video. They themselves, I think, believe they're gender fluid. So why have you put female to male in your title? I am a gay man because I hate attention from straight males. I've actually known a couple of gay guys who actually like being flirted with by a straight guy, or like flirting with a straight guy because it's kind of an interesting thing, and it's kind of sexy. I don't understand how this makes you a gay man, though. I don't understand that. And probably the most problematic statement in all of this is this: gay men admire and respect women, and straight men don't. Yep, they really said that. Oh boy, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Throwing every straight male under the proverbial bus doesn't help anyone. That's like me going and saying, because once a ferret bit me, all ferrets are going to bite me. No, that's complete bullcrap. Are you serious? Like, what? What I think has happened here is that Trisha has been watching some 90s rom-coms where the gay guy is obviously the best friend in every single movie, and they've created this fantastical world where only gay men can actually get on with women. No, that is so backwards. I don't identify as a man, because I'm not catty or competitive. Didn't you literally go on Big Brother? I'm just gonna say, I don't understand how you aren't competitive. And also, I'm pretty sure that you've had online beef with people before, right? That's a thing. Could make you kind of catty. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure that men are also competitive, especially in gaming. Have you ever seen esports? Yeah, there is no way that you can classify a single gender with being competitive or not. And the last statement here, one day I might shave off all my hair to prove I'm a man. You've heard it here first, everyone. Sinead O'Connor is a man. You've heard it here first, everyone. Anyone who has ever had short hair is a man. I didn't want to bash Trisha for this video, because I'm not that kind of person. I think I make pretty clear in this video that they are not female to male transgender. They're gender fluid. And I really hope that the gender psychologist that they're seeing realizes this, because otherwise they're going to be going down a path that they really aren't going to like, because they obviously aren't that. So I found a comment on their video by an actual trans man. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you because I think this is incredibly important. This is from Mr. T-Man. Honey, I am a trans man who's transitioned 13 years ago. And all I will tell you is that what you described is not gender dysphoria. It sounds like you have body dysmorphia, completely different, and I think your friend Shane Dawson even has it. Maybe you should speak with him to understand it better. And it sounds like you do not have any problem with the sex you're assigned with at birth, but more like you have a problem with the way men sexualize women's bodies, and because of a rampant misogyny in our society, and you don't like that men do not see you as a person, but an object. And that's unfortunately very, very true, because that happens every single day. They recommend you get into therapy as soon as possible to figure your shit out, because sis, this ain't you, and you are making a mockery of those like me that battled internally with their assigned gender at birth since I was a young toddler. Also, if this is all for attention and views, then that is really effed up on your part. Sincerely, a trans man that is sick of this type of bullshit from attention-seeking cisgender folks. He has a point. This video has skyrocketed. Now, Trisha has been known to make controversial videos before. This isn't the first time. And there is part of me that wonders if this may be just the next one. And if that's the case, that is more messed up than anything else, because they are putting this out to an audience of mainly teens. That's wrong, if that is the case. Trisha, I hope that you get the help you need and that you can work out what's going on, because right now I think that you're very confused. If I'm honest, and that's fair enough. I was confused to hell when I was finding out my whole situation. I had no idea what I was doing. And it may take you a while, but to come out and state that you're one thing when you're obviously not could be quite damaging, not only for you, but for your audience. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get out of here, but until next time, that's me. Out. Bye, guys.